Are you ready to awaken, heal, and align with your highest self? I'm Heather Lynn, founder of Heart Alchemy Wellness, a spiritual life coach, certified Ayurvedic nutritionist, QHHT practitioner, and 300-hour YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work and energetic healing. Through Chakra Wave Tuning and trauma-informed sound therapy, I help you unlock your inner wisdom, balance your energy, and step into your true power. Whether through one-on-one sessions or through our immersive retreats, I'm here to support your path to wholeness. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. It's time to reclaim your power, awaken your heart, and step into the life you were meant to live. Grand Rising, my lovers. Coach Heather Lynn here with Heart Alchemy Wellness. Welcome to Daily Heart Alchemy with Heather Lynn. Y'all, it is so beautiful this morning. I just cannot say how grateful and how much gratitude I just have for waking up this morning. I'll share. Okay, so for those that don't know who I am, I already introduced myself, but my name is Coach Heather Lynn. I am a spiritual life coach and I am a shadow worker. A couple of announcements. We do have a couple of events coming up. First event is our Ascending with Our Roots, which is coming up at the beginning of May. And we have the Veterans Retreat coming up, and there are so many more retreats that we have upcoming and available throughout the summer. But our most upcoming is the Roots, Ascending Our Roots retreat. Would love for you to come. Tickets are still available. I'll put the deets below. Okay, so let's just dive right in. We're going to go ahead and cleanse our energy space with my handy dandy wonderful traveling bell that seems to go everywhere with me. I am located at Palm Harbor, Florida this morning. Can I get a holla? Change of scenery. So let's just cleanse our energy as well getting the beautiful nature sounds. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse our cards for the day. I am using a Oracle card. So let's see what Isis has to say for us today. So I invite in the Divine Light to cleanse these cards of any energies that are not of love and not of light and not of this energy for that collective. So yeah, we ain't taking on it. That's way too much, Junior. Not that many. We only need maybe one, possibly two. All right, what's in the energy forecast for today? Ooh, key of life. Oh, look at that Egyptian goddess with her beautiful ankh. Key of life. The ankh portends new life being born through you now. This new life is being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing them more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you do have spiritual support from the unseen. Let it happen, y'all. And guess what? Your girl has the ankh right here. I do. I'll share. thank you so much. The Ankh pretends new life is being born through you now. Isn't that what we've been going through, this death, transformation, and rebirth, right? Through this Pluto energy. Because Pluto, when Pluto comes to town, it's like, knock, knock, knock. Are you ready? And if you're not, it's like, I don't care. I'm coming in and taking a peep anyway. Anything that is not aligned with love and light has got to go. And then Pluto is going to do its thing. It's going to be like, all right, yeah, we have 3 options. We got the first option, which is death. We sit there and we have to die in order to become new. Or we rebirth. Or we transform. Right? These are the only options. Is death, to be reborn, to transform. Those are the only options with Pluto. Not much. Not many. And guess what? When Pluto comes to town, you better believe that things are going to change. Especially if you have Saturn in there. Ooh, the disappointing will come in and be like, oh, I done told you, child. Yes. So, So we are in this new life energy, and we have to remind ourselves that there are going to be times that our old life tries to keep back up, and it tries to, lack of better words, convince us, entice us that what we're doing or what we're striving for isn't good enough. It's called imposter syndrome. And all of us get it. Anything new that we try, that we experience, let's say that you want to try to learn the violin, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't do it. And then you give it up because basically your imposter syndrome is kicking in and letting you know, hey, you're not good enough, you can't do it, da, da, da. But as you start to acknowledge that you're receiving, accept it, embrace it, have fun with it, eventually you're going to go ahead and work through all of the I'm not good enough, and then you're going to start performing on a level that is, lack of better words, listenable, right? Instead of that, right? You're going to make beautiful, divine rhythms come out because you now know how to work and utilize your bow, right? But at first, you're just learning. I used to play violin. Yes, 5th grade, I played violin. Loved it, and I actually quit playing violin because I moved schools, and my mother said I couldn't take my violin with me. So, how mean? No, I'm kidding. It is what it is when you live with divorced parents and stuff like that. You just gotta take the good with the bad. Okay, so let's dive right into our daily Qigong. We're going to start off with clearing the energy in our hands. Again, just a brief synopsis of what Qigong is. Qi is energy, Gong is practice. So this is just a 2-minute energy practice designed to get our body and our blood moving fluidly as we set out for the day. It's a good time. You do not have any routine set in place to do this 2-minute technique. So we're going to start with our hands, and then we're going to clap our hands 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we're going to move to our underarms. This region right here is always really sensitive because this is the top of your heart chamber, also known as the thymus region, which is right here in the middle. So when you do like acupressure or like like tapping, like EFT tapping, anything like that, you would tap in these regions like that to get the lymph fluid moving. And we are going to be doing a one-on-one about what the lymphatic system is and how it correlates to the body, how it actually moves through the body and is a big function of the body. Each one of these little nodules or lymph nodes bring something to our meat suit. We need it, man. We need it. There's actually more to it that goes into that, but we're going to wait for that. All right, we're going to move to our right arm. We're going to start with the divine masculine today.
right? We're going to go ahead and tune up the divine masculine heart region. So let's just go ahead and clap 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you guys know that I'm going through a heart opening. I have literally cleaned out the closet from childhood and basically putting it all back together and basically trying to reopen my heart. Not trying, I am. My heart is open. But I'm going to be honest, when part of the reasons why I closed it was because of my environment when I was a kid. And you just didn't know what was going to go down, who was going to start shouting and screaming, and who was going to start throwing this or that. And then as a kid, I shut down all of my I just put a bubble around my ass and just scuttled around like this and just was super upset and super mad all the time and didn't realize it. But what I was doing is I was absorbing my environment as a Pisces moon. Yes. And as I would absorb the energy, it was scary because I'm absorbing adult energy, right? And I'm a kid trying to sit there and, decipher whether it was okay to speak right now, or do I need to go somewhere else because of the energy. And it's beautiful because it was designed. I picked this design, Don't act like I don't appreciate my life, because I absolutely certainly do. I signed up for a very in-depth, full, well-lived life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm going to live to be into my 90s at least. I'm okay with that. Really don't want to go much further, as long as I just want to be able to be mobile, wipe my own butt. If I will graciously take extra days if they are not like that. But I'm a co-creator. I'm going to live an abundant life, right? Which means I want to take care of my health, wealth, and but I also have to have room for what the divine's lessons are for me as well. So, I continue to work on having good health and good wealth, but you never know. There might be something in the universe or God's plans that says, hey, you need to experience this and you signed up for this. And aging is one of those things. We don't realize that aging is a beautiful gift. In fact, it's so beautiful that, let's be honest, not everyone gets to live be a happy, beautiful, ripe old age. All right. And be fluid in that, right? Because sometimes, aging, we obviously start losing some of our senses, like our sight, our flexibility, our mobility. There are a lot of things that we have to honor as a part of the process, right? If you ever had an injury and you were down for a while, and then it really started to impact your self-esteem because you were no longer able to do what you were able to do. Well, as we age, we have to remind ourselves that this is our season and love all of the seasons, right? Because I used to be the one that was like, I don't want to get out. Look at that old person over there, which was so shadowish. Couldn't even tell you how. Woo! But as I'm getting older and I'm getting closer to this season, it's something I have to look very openly and honest about. So we do this to keep the fluidity and the mobility into our older years, and so that we can poop. All right, y'all. Did y'all know that literally squatting used to be how we used to sit? And we actually used to have to poop. Like this was our chairs back in the day. Our ancestors sat like this. Like we didn't get a chair. This is how we sat. How many people cannot even do this anymore?
YTT yoga instructor. I've dedicated my journey to guiding others through deep transformations through shadow work.
right, so let's go ahead and start by taking a deep breath. Always the number of change. So let's see what Alligator Spirit has to say with the medicine cards.
You and I. How are you? I'd hug you, but I can't get down that low.
That's okay.
This is a cool little setup.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
You guys
She was like, look, there's that guy playing the things.
It's because it's just giving you downloads based off of other people's perceptions of how your ego, and remember, your ego isn't separate from you. Your ego is your taxi driver.
This meditation is intentionally made to help us drop our bags.
I mean, I'm 44, about to be 45. And I know that even for me, I have to spread my legs out because of the flexibility in my hips. You know, you got the naked hips, right? But yeah, being able to do just anything like this, you know, like these are movements and mobilities that we should be able to do well into our 60s and 70s. Because guess what, y'all? We didn't eat cheeseburgers back in the day. We had to go fetch our water. Meaning that we didn't have the opportunity to get all that stagnation in the bump rump. Right? We didn't have time for that. We didn't have time for that. None. No time. Right? So being flexible and still being able to do and move is vital for our meat suit. And actually, when we work out, when we go to the sauna, when we exercise, get our heart rate up, all of this helps our telomeres. It helps provide energy so that it's not taking our prenatal chi, y'all. We start tapping into our prenatal chi. Like when we're sick, we tapping into our prenatal chi, right? Because you're really not able to create any postnatal chi because your body is actively working on healing. So why do you think it's so important to do this qigong, right? Because we're creating chi for later days. We add, we cash, and we deposit in these checks, right? Into our health bank, right? Does your job deposit checks into your health bank? Hell nah. That mug takes that money out like, right? If you're not in alignment. If you're in alignment, then you're gonna keep depositing. But if you're doing life work that's not in alignment with you, you're gonna be taking money out. You're gonna be in a deficit. If you're adding to your honey pot, then you're gonna be adding money. And money is our vitality. And guess what, y'all? Our vitality cannot be purchased. We can buy that $1 million yacht. We can buy that $1 billion home. We can buy that whatever ridiculous overpriced thing it is that you feel that your heart's desire. But guess what? None of that can buy your health. Now, if you need like a replacement or something, it can buy that. But eventually, you can't buy back what you lost. You just can't. It's just not an option. That's why it's a gift, right? These are gifts that we've been born with that we take for granted, right? And with us creating this new life, we can't afford to be allowing anything to take from our from deposits, right? Because we've already just took out all the deposits, right? We just cleared the checking account this past 6 months with energy, redefining our new life, taking a look at our shadow selves and our relationships. Each and every one of us had to take this road. Each and every one. So, all right. Now let's move to our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is an extension of your heart. Just being real. It hurts. You probably have some. And I'm going to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A lot of these places do get really sensitive if I don't work them within a few days. And yes, I'm talking like maybe 2 or 3 days. I'll start getting stuck. All right, moving to our feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. I'm also being called to pull a Dragon Rider's Oracle card. That's going to go with our key of life. Okay. So let's see what dragon energy we can use for this. Mr. Dragon, who are you? Which one do you? Okay, well, I'm taking them both. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Mother Mary and ooh. Number 12, which equals a 3, which is divine balance, masculine and feminine energy. Extend the trust within you to all things in existence, and it will set you free. Those who are free will always choose love. Ooh, I choose that heart space. And then we have Rosmerta and abundance, which is 7. 43 equals 7. 4 plus 3. Abundance and wealth are now flowing towards you. Prepare to reset at all levels in order to receive all that awaits you. So that's what we've been going through since September, is cleaning out our closet so that we can be open enough and willing to receive our abundance. It's not been easy, y'all. I know that I've had to uncover probably one of my darkest shadows and all my lives, okay, that I know of, right? Because I can travel through my Akashic, but I've had to go face to face and go work with my inner child and get to the roots, okay? Because y'all know me. We could sit here and do live sessions and Chakra Wave Tunings and QHHT and UQHT and, massage and, we could do all these things, but each practice or each modality or each healing only opens one layer of the onion. And until you get to the root of the onion, are you going to be able to actually call back your power from all times and space? Now, you can call it back unknowingly from the times and spaces that you don't know of. Okay, you could do a meditation calling back all your power in all times and spaces. But this has to be repeated, right? Because there are certain energies that you are feeling and expressing that you are reminding yourself that these don't belong to me. And then there's going to be another time that you're like, hey, these don't belong to me, right? So some of these practices you have to do multiple times because energy changes and your life changes and people come in and out and flow with you. There's going to be new energies, new contracts, and all kinds of great stuff, right? So we just have to make sure that we're keeping our body fluid. We are doing our qigong and whatever practice is keeping your body happy, healthy, and abundant, right? Because that's what this is all about, right? It's all about abundance, baby. We add in and we cash in the checks into the health bank every day, right? We're creating. We are actually not we are creating, but we are co-creating with Source. Our dreams, our desires. And guess what? The law of attraction is real. But you have to be in alignment with what your goals are. So let's say that you say, hey, I want to be a millionaire, but I'm making 30 grand a year, and there's a big lot of growth curve right here. Well, you start putting in work every day, then you start to climb that ladder. Da, 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 da. The next thing you know, you take a jump and you're like, boop, and you surpass it. Right? Because universe rewards the courageous. You want to win with the universe? Be courageous. Don't be afraid. Own it. Face your fears. Say, I am here. I understand that I might not know where I'm going, but I have faith that you're going to provide. And as long as I'm taking the appropriate actions for the carrots, ding, 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 that the universe keeps giving me, because guess what? The universe has guided me all along, feeding me those yummy grapes, like, come my way. And I'm like, gobble, 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 right? Following my bliss. That's why they say follow your bliss. If you're unhappy with your job, and I'm just going to be real, I can't do a 9 to 5. I have been trying for a long time to people please people, because I had to take care of my daughter. I had to do certain things for the 9 to 5. But in my chart, it literally says that I would hate a 9 to 5, and I did. Once I finally got into agency, they did my stuff. Like, I would go and leave and buzz and do what I please, because I have to be able to move with fluidity throughout the day. You start telling me I've got to be at a desk doing this, I'm like, oh no. Like, I want to be at my desk doing that, but it's going to be on my own timetable when my energy is calling me to sit down and to do this particular task, not when you tell me to do it. And you know why? It's because my originating past life that I'm regaining all my power from, I was a prince, and my kingdom was taken over, and it was activated in front of me, and that is my witch wound. It is my responsibility in this lifetime to step up and regain my power and to lead my tribe. And does it scare the shit out of me? Absolutely. But, you know, it is what it is, and we have friends. But, all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and end today's vibe, and we're going to go ahead and close up with some sound frequency. And we're going to set our intention for today, because we did not at the beginning. So I would like you to close your eyes and just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Listening to your heart's desire. What is it that you wish to cultivate more of today? Is it courage? So you can be rewarded with that courageous heart. Is it strength? Just to keep going and keep building momentum. Is it peace? You know, there's a lot of us that need inner and outer peace. For me, what is my intention today? I'm just going to be more courageous. I am coming back this week, and there's a lot of stuff on my plate. Like, I have a couple of courses that I'm working on, and it's really, really, really time to start focusing on Academy of Quantum Healing, because the summer is going live. And actually, it already is live with a couple of courses. But that is part of my soul's journey and my identity crisis that I've been going through is keeping my work in the shadow. Lots of work, 5 years worth of spiritual work, just saying. Ashe. And my guys are like kicking me in the butt, like, girl, you gotta stop. Because I quit creating because I was just stockpiling. So now I'm being guided to just start pushing it all out. So just push it out. Just push it out. Just push it all out into the universe, and what sticks is what's meant to stick, and what goes is what's meant to go. Right? Yeah. Much love. I've got a just bless the day. We've got this beautiful scenery. We have friends back here. So, all right, y'all. One love.
Join us at Ascending with Our Roots Holistic Retreat, taking place on May 3rd and 4th at the breathtaking Hocking Hills State Park. This retreat is packed with transcending healing practices and self-empowerment. Day 1 kicks off with a sacred cacao blessing, dives deep into shadow work and biofield tuning at Rose Lake, and ends with a vibrant evening of fire and flow arts. Day 2 features sunrise nature yoga, a picturesque group hike through Hocking Hills, and a guided elemental meditation. Enjoy free time for one-on-one healing sessions or self-reflection before joining our playful inner child hooping flow shop. We'll close the retreat with more fire and flow arts under the stars. Vegetarian and vegan meals are provided and tent rentals are available. And don't forget, May 4th is Star Wars Day, so let your inner Jedi shine. Register now by scanning the QR code, visiting our Facebook event page, or sending a DM to Marcus Crystallite. May the 4th be with you.
Ascending with Our Roots, Hocking Hills Holistic Retreat, coming up May the 3rd and the 4th. There will be holistic healing workshops like sound healing, guided meditation, yoga, and more, cacao ceremony, fire and flow arts. Along with that, meals provided, vegetarian and vegan, hiking, as well as primitive camping. Scan the QR code to get started.